Om Jnana-timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chaksurunmilitan Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindhuvayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we're going through the Krishna book and we're up to chapter number 85, which is entitled The Return of the Six Dead Sons of Devaki by Lord Krishna.
我们今天晚上继续来阅读 Krishna 至尊性格神手。我们读到了第85章，标题是主 Krishna 送还 Devaki 6名死去的儿子。
So Devaki, Mother Devaki had come before her son Lord Krishna, who was there along with his brother Balaram, and Mother Devaki offered prayers to Lord Krishna, identifying Lord Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and saying that she had heard how Lord Krishna has satisfied his guru by bringing his son back from death.
我们听到 Devaki 母亲来到了 Krishna 和 Balarama 面前。 Devaki 他说 Krishna 就是至尊性格神手，而且他先前听说 Krishna 和 Balarama 曾从死神那里救回了老师的儿子。
So Devaki begged Lord Krishna if he could bring back his 6 brothers who had been killed by Kamsa.
Devaki 母亲恳求 Krishna 可不可以把他被 Kamsa 杀死的六位哥哥也带回来。
And she told Lord Krishna, she said, if you could do this, my heart will be content. It will be a great pleasure for me just to see them once.
他跟 Krishna 说，我只要能见他们一面，便心满意足了。
So after Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram had heard Devaki speak in this way, they immediately called for the assistance of Yoga Maya.
主 Balarama 和 Krishna 听过母亲这样说，便立刻招来 Yoga Maya 来帮助他。
And then they went to the lower planetary system, and a planetary system in the lower half of the universe called Sutala Loka.
他们便下到了宇宙的下半部分，名为 Sutala 的星系。
So Lord Krishna had an incarnation as Vamanadev, the dwarf incarnation. And Lord Vamanadev had been satisfied. He'd been satisfied by the king of the demons, Bali Maharaj, who lives there. He was given this place Sutala to go and live because he satisfied Lord Krishna.
主 Krishna 的诸如化身，他对 Bali Maharaj 非常满意。他给予 Bali Maharaj 这个 Sutala Loka 来居住在那里。
Bali Maharaj is actually the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj is his grandfather.
Bali Maharaj 实际上是 Prahlad 王的孙子。
So Bali Maharaj was the king of the demons, and he had fought for the demons, and at one point they conquered the heavenly planets, and Bali Maharaj became the king of heaven.
巴利马拉只是恶魔的国王，他们曾一度征服了天堂，从而当上了天堂的国王。
But then Lord Vamanadev came because the mother of the demigods is Aditi, and she did a yagya to get a son who could help the demigods get back the heavenly planets. And that son was Lord Vamanadev.
之后主瓦玛纳德就来了，半神的母亲阿迪提做了一场祭祀，他恳求能得到一个儿子，帮助半神人收回他们的王国。
So Lord Vamanadev had come to Bali Maharaj and taken charity, and at that time Bali Maharaj had given everything he had in charity to Lord Vamanadev.
瓦玛纳德来巴利马哈拉这里寻求布施，巴利国王呢便把他的一切都布施给了瓦玛纳德了。
So Lord Vamanadev gave Bali Maharaj this planet, Sutala Loka. He gave him that planet for his kingdom and told him to make his residence there and he should live there.
瓦玛纳德随后给了巴利王苏塔拉洛卡，让他当那里的国王，居住在那里。
So Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram, they went to see Bali Maharaj at Sutala Loka.
主 Krishna 和主巴拉拉玛就去苏塔拉星系来去见巴利大君。
And when Bali Maharaj saw Krishna and Balaram come there, he was very happy and he welcomed them and honored them.
当巴利王一见到 Krishna 和巴拉拉玛，他感到分外的高兴，他欢迎和荣耀了他们俩。
He brought all of his family members and they all stood up and they bowed down at the lotus feet of Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram.
巴利王叫来了他的家人们，他们全都起身向主 Krishna 和巴拉拉玛莲花足致以顶拜。
And Bali Maharaj offered Lord Krishna and Balaram the very best seat in his possession. And when they were both seated comfortably, then he washed their lotus feet.
巴利王请 Krishna 和巴拉拉玛坐下，他所拥有的最好的座位。当二人坐下后，他就给他们洗涤莲花足。
And after he'd washed their feet, then he took that water and he sprinkled that water on the heads of his family members and on his own head.
洗过 Krishna 和巴拉拉玛莲花足之后，主巴利王便把这个涤足水洒在他的家人和他自己的头上。
Yeah, the water which washes the lotus feet of Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram, it can purify even the greatest demigods like Lord Brahma.
洗涤过 Krishna 和巴拉拉玛莲花足的水，甚至能够净化最伟大的半神人主 Brahma。
So then Bali Maharaj brought many different gifts to offer to Krishna and Balaram. He brought valuable clothes and ornaments and sandalwood pulp and betel nuts and lamps and many different very special foods.
巴利王还拿来了很多礼物，例如名贵的衣服、饰物、檀香浆液、槟榔籽、灯和美味佳肴。
And then Bali Maharaj came with all of his family members and he worshipped Krishna and Balaram according to the regulative principles.
巴利王还叫来了家人，按照规范原则崇拜 Krishna 和巴拉拉玛。
And he offered all of his wealth and he offered his own body unto the lotus feet of Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram.
巴利王把财富连同自己的躯体都奉献给主 Krishna 和巴拉拉玛的莲花族。
Bali Maharaj was so ecstatic that he was repeatedly taking the lotus feet of Lord Krishna and he would hold them on his chest and sometimes he put them on the top of his head.
巴利王感到无比的超然快乐，他反复的把主的莲花足放在胸前，有的时候顶在头上。
And tears of love were flowing from his eyes.
他流下了爱的泪水。
And his bodily hairs were standing on end.
他浑身毛发直竖。
And then he began to offer prayers and a voice choked.
他开始向主祈祷，他的声音梗塞起来。
So first he prayed to Lord Balaram. He said, "You are the original Ananta Dev. You are so great that Ananta Shesha and other forms have all come from you."
他首先向主巴拉拉玛祈祷，他说：“你是原始的 Ananta Dev， 你极其伟大。Ananta Dev、Shesha 和其他形体都是由你而来。”
And then he prayed to Lord Krishna. He said to Lord Krishna, "You are the original personality of Godhead, with an eternal form of all bliss and knowledge."
接着，他又向主 Krishna 献上祈祷说：“你是至尊人格的守神，你的形体是永恒而全然超快乐的。”
Then he said to Krishna, he said, "You are the creator of the whole world."
他又对 Krishna 说：“你是全世界的创造者。”
And you taught the system of Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga.
你教导了 Jnana Yoga 和思辨瑜伽和奉爱瑜伽。
You are the Supreme Brahman, and therefore I offer my obeisances unto both of you.
你是至尊 Brahman， 因此我向你俩顶拜。
So he prays to both Krishna and Balaram. He says to them, "It's very difficult for living entities to get to see you."
他接着又说，生物体很难见到你们。
But when you're merciful to your devotees, it's easy for them to see you.
但是当你对你的奉献者施加无言的仁慈的时候，他们就很容易看见你。
So it's only out of your causeless mercy that you've come here and you're visible to us here.
你出于无言的仁慈来到这里，让我们能够见到你。
We're the demons. We're residing here on this planet. We're all demons. So we're influenced by the qualities of ignorance and passion.
我们属于恶魔，我们居住在这里，我们受到激情和愚昧的影响。
So we're very surprised that you've come here to bless us.
你们能来到这里祝福我们，我们感到分外的惊讶。
The demons are people like the Gandharvas, the Siddhas, the Vidyadharas, the Charanas, the Yakshas, Rakshasas. Oh, there are many different types of demons. By nature, they're incapable of worshipping you or becoming your devotees.
恶魔的种类有 Gandharva、Siddha、 Vidyadhara、Charana、Yaksha、Raksha，还有其他的，他们在本性上都没有力量崇拜你。
And it's very difficult for them to become your devotee.
他们很难成为你的奉献者。
Then instead of becoming your devotee, they're simply an obstacle. They simply make obstacles on the path of devotion.
他们不但不能成为你的奉献者，还成为奉献道路上的障碍。
But Bali Maharaj says to Krishna and Balaram, you're the supreme Godhead. You represent all the Vedas, and you're situated in pure goodness.
巴利王对 Krishna Balarama 说：“你们是至尊人格守神，代表了伟大经，你们处在纯粹的善良中。”
You're always situated transcendentally.
你们的地位经常是超然的。
We're born from the mode of passion and ignorance, but somehow we have taken shelter of your lotus feet and we have become devotees.
我们虽然生于激情形态和愚昧形态，但也寻求你莲花族的庇护，成为你的奉献者。
Then some of us are actually pure devotees, and some of us have taken shelter of your lotus feet because we want to gain something from devotion. We want to gain something from devotion.
有些人是真正纯粹的奉献者，有些得到你莲花族的庇护，因为我们想从奉献中有所获得。
So of course, those who want to get something from you, they're not the pure devotees.
当然，谁要是想从奉献中有所收获，他不是纯粹的奉献者。
The pure devotees don't want anything from the Lord. They just want devotional service.
纯粹的奉献者不想从主那里有所收获，他们只想做奉爱服务。
So Bali Maharaj says to Krishna and Balaram, he said, by your causeless mercy, we are demons in direct contact with you personally.
巴里王对 Krishna Balarama 说：“我们这些妖魔因你的无缘恩慈，能与你们有直接接触。”
And even the great demigods are not so fortunate to be able to be directly in contact with you.
甚至伟大的半神人们也无法和你们有直接接触。
Nobody knows how you act through the Yoga Maya potency.
没有人知道你们是如何透过 Yoga Maya 力量行动。
Even the demigods cannot understand your activities with the internal potency.
甚至半神人也不能理解你们内在能力的活动。
So how is it possible? How is it possible for us to know?
那我们又怎么可能了解呢？
How will we ever understand your Yoga Maya potency?
我们又如何能够理解你的 Yoga Maya 能量呢？
Or how can we understand your activities?
换言之，我们又如何能理解你们的活动呢？
So Bali Maharaj said, I put my humble prayers before you. Please be kind on me. I've fully surrendered unto you.
巴利王对他们说：“因此我向你们祈祷，请对我仁慈，让我能记住你的莲花族。”
Bali Maharaj asked Krishna and Balaram, please favor me by giving me your causeless mercy.
巴利王对 Krishna Balarama 说：“请赐予我 你们的无缘仁慈，请给我你们的仁慈。
Then I may simply remember your lotus feet birth after birth.
好使我生生世世铭记你们的莲花足。
Bali Maharaj said, my only desire is that I may live alone, just like the Paramahamsas.
巴利王说：“我唯一的愿望是像至尊天鹅一样的生活，
And travel alone here and there in great peace of mind and depend simply upon your lotus feet.
以绝对平和的心意依附你们的莲花足，漫游各地。
I also want that if I have to associate with anyone, I may associate only with your pure devotees and no one else.
倘若我需要与人联谊的话，那些人只是你的纯粹奉献者，而不是别人。
Your pure devotees are the real well-wishers of all living entities.
你的纯粹奉献者是一切生物真正的祝福者。
Bali Maharaj said, my dear lords, you are the supreme masters and directors of the whole world.
巴利王说：“我亲爱的主，你们是整个世界的至尊主人兼导演。
So please engage me in your service and let me become free from all material contamination.
因此，请准许我服务你们，从而从一切物质污染中解脱出来。
You can purify me in that way.
你们可以以这种方法净化我。
If somebody engages in service to your lordships, then he immediately gets free from all kinds of principles which are there in the Vedas.
谁若从事对你们的服务，便立刻从伟达诸经的各种规范原则中解放出来。
Yeah, because he's engaging in the loving service of the Lord. So the service of the Lord is transcendental to all the Vedas.
因为倘若是依附于对主的爱心服务，那么这些爱心服务是超越了所有伟达经的规范原则。
Yeah, the principles of the Vedas they're dealing with the three modes of nature. And Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita tells Arjuna to rise above the modes of nature and become transcendental.
因为伟达经的各种规范原则是和物质自然三形态相关的，而 Krishna 告诉 Arjuna 要超越物质自然三属性。
So the word Paramahamsa means like someone who's like the supreme swan.
这里说的 Paramahamsa 是指的至尊天鹅。
Just the swan can take away the milk from a mixture of water and milk.
天鹅可以从牛奶和水的混合物中只抽出牛奶。
Yeah, we just take the milk and leave the water. So a person who can take the spiritual portion from the material world, he's the Paramahamsa.
天鹅可以抽出牛奶而不要水，同样，至尊天鹅可以从这个物质世界抽出灵性部分。
And he can live alone, depending just on the grace of Krishna.
它可以独自一人生活，只依赖 Krishna 的仁慈。
He doesn't depend on the material world.
它不依赖于物质世界。
So when one can come to that platform, then he's not under the regulative principles of the Vedas anymore.
谁要是到达了至尊天鹅层面，并不再 便不再受韦达训令所束缚。
The Paramahamsa will only take the association of pure devotees.
至尊天鹅只接受与纯粹奉献者为伍，
He will not associate with people who are materially attached.
他们拒绝和那些沉迷于物质的人联谊。
The materially attached people, they cannot understand the value of people like the Paramahamsas.
沉迷物质的人不能明白至尊天鹅的价值。
But people who are fortunate, who are a little advanced in spiritual life, they understand and they take shelter of the Paramahamsas.
只有那些幸运而灵性进步的人，才能够明白并托庇于至尊天鹅。
And in this way, they make their life, human life, successful.
从而他们可以完成人类生命的使命。
So after Lord Krishna heard the prayers of Bali Maharaj, Lord Krishna spoke to him and he said, "My dear king of the demons."
Krishna 听完巴利王的祈祷文后，对他说：“我亲爱的恶魔国王。”
He said, in the time of Swayambhuva Manu, the Prajapati known as Marichi had 6 sons who were all demigods in the womb of his wife, Urna.
在斯瓦扬布瓦马努周期年中，名叫Marichi 的 Prajapati 和妻子 Urna 生育了6个儿子，全都是半神人。
So once upon a time, Lord Brahma had become attracted by the beauty of his daughter, and he was following her with sex desire.
有一次 ，Brahma 倾慕他的女儿的美貌，受色欲驱使，尾随其后。
So at that time, these six demigods were looking and they saw the action of Lord Brahma and they were shocked.
那时，这6位半神人在旁边看见了，他们对 Brahma 的行为大为震惊。
So this behavior of these 6 demigods, because they were criticizing Lord Brahma's action. Oh, just a minute. Because they were criticizing the action of Lord Brahma, so it was an offense for them.
因为这6位半神人批评了 Brahma 的行为，因此他们做出了冒犯。
And so the reaction was that they had to take birth as the sons of the demon Hiranyakashipu.
结果是他们被贬为投生为Hiranyakashipu 的儿子。
And these 6 sons of Hiranyakashipu were, afterwards they were put into the womb of Devaki.
Hiranyakashipu 的这些儿子后来被置于 Devaki 的腹中。
And as soon as they took the birth, Kamsa killed them one after another.
他们一旦就脱离了母腹，便立刻遭到 Kamsa 的杀害。
So Lord Krishna was telling all this to Bali Maharaj, and he told him, he said, "My dear king of the demons, Mother Devaki is very anxious to see the dead sons again."
Krishna 对巴利王说：“亲爱的恶魔之王 ，Devaki 母亲非常渴望重见这6名死去的儿子。
And she feels very bad that they were killed at such a young age. They were killed by Kamsa, and they were only just born when they were killed.
这几名儿子被 Kamsa， 那他们刚从母腹中出来，就从而被 Kamsa 所杀。
So So Lord Krishna said, I know that all of them are living with you, and I would like to take them with me to take them back to Devaki, my mother.
Krishna 对巴利王说：“我知道他们全都寄居在你这里，我决定要回他们，来安抚我的母亲 Devaki。”
And after they see Devaki, all the six souls will be liberated.
在他们见到 Devaki 之后，这六个人都会得到解脱。
And they will be then changed. They will be sent back to their original planet.
他们会被送返到原来的星球。
And Krishna told the names of the 6 sons of Brahma, the 6 sons of Devaki. Krishna knew all the names, and he said they should be reinstated in their position as demigods. They should go back to that position as demigods.
Krishna 十分清楚这六个人的名字。Krishna 说，他们将重新获得半神的地位。
So then Krishna stopped speaking, and Bali Maharaj understood then what Krishna wanted.
Krishna 接着便停下来，巴利王便明白主的目的。
He worshipped Krishna, and then he worshipped Krishna and Balaram, and no, he worshipped the Lord, and after he worshipped the Lord, then Krishna and Balaram took the 6 sons, the 6 souls, and they brought them back to the city of Dwarka, where Lord Krishna presented them as little babies before his mother Devaki.
巴利王崇拜了他们之后，主 Krishna 和巴拉拉玛便把这6个受条件限制的灵魂带回了多尔卡城，把他们像婴孩般的献给了母亲 Devaki。
So Mother Devaki was so happy, she was overjoyed, she was ecstatic, and she felt motherly affection, and the milk also began to flow from her breasts, and she was able to feed the babies with great satisfaction.
母亲 Devaki 喜不自禁，她的母爱洋溢，胸乳不禁流下来，她尽情地给这几个婴孩哺乳。
So she took them on her lap again and again, smelling their heads and thinking, oh, I've gotten my life, my lost children have come back.
她把婴儿放在膝上，嗅了又嗅，想到我失去的儿子们又回来了。
Just give me a minute.
Yes, Maharaj. 大家稍等，继续。
I just had to close the window because it's raining here.
Oh,
All right, so Mother Devaki is thinking that, oh, I've got my children back, and she was overwhelmed by the energy of Lord Vishnu, and she enjoyed the company of her children just like a mother.
Devaki 心想：“哦，我失去的儿子又回来了。”这时，他被 Vishnu 的能量所驾驭，他怀着母爱，开始享受失而复得的快乐。
So the milk from the breasts of Devaki was transcendental nectar, because that same milk had been sucked by Lord Krishna.
Devaki 的乳汁是超然的甘露，因为这是主 Krishna 曾经吮吸过的母乳。
Although when Krishna was a baby, he was immediately taken over to the home of Nanda Maharaj. But just for one moment, Devaki was able to breastfeed her baby just before he was carried over to the home of Nanda Maharaj.
在婴儿 Krishna 被送到Nanda 大君的家乡之前 ，Devaki 曾经一度给 Krishna 喂过奶。
So the babies who sucked the breasts of Devaki, because they had touched, she had touched the body of Lord Krishna, so that these six sons, the babies, they all became self-realized persons.
因为 Devaki 曾经触碰过 Krishna 的躯体，所以这6个儿子全都变成了自我觉悟的灵魂。
So the babies began to offer their obeisances unto Krishna and Balaram, and to Vasudeva and to the mother Devaki.
他们向主 Krishna、Balarama 以及他们的父亲 Vasudeva 和母亲 Devaki 顶拜。
And then they were transferred back to their heavenly planets, where they had come from.
之后，他们便被转移到各自的天堂星球，他们就是从这天堂星球而来。
So when they went back to the heavenly planets, Devaki was stunned with wonder that her children had come back and then had again been transferred back to the heaven.
Devaki 惊诧的目瞪口呆，他死去的儿子能够回来，又再次返回到自己的星球去。
So she could adjust the things. How Devaki tried to adjust it by thinking that Lord Krishna can do anything if he likes.
Devaki 只能解释这件事是由于主 Krishna 的超然的能量，他可以无所不能。
Yeah, she understood that Lord Krishna, in his pastimes, that he uses his different potencies, which are all inconceivable.
他明白，由于 Krishna 在 Krishna 逍遥时光当中 ，Krishna 运用不同的能量，所以制造了无尽的逍遥时光。
If we don't, we have to accept the inconceivable, unlimited potencies of the Lord.
我们要明白，主拥有不可思议的、无穷无尽的能力。
And if we don't accept that, then we'll never understand that Lord Krishna is the Supreme Soul.
如果我们不能理解这一点，便不能明白主 Krishna 是至尊的灵魂。
So he has unlimited potencies, and he performs unlimited pastimes.
他有无穷无尽的能力，他能够制造无穷无尽的逍遥时光。
And no one can describe these pastimes in full.
没有人能完全描述这些逍遥时光。
And nobody can know all the pastimes.
也没有人能够完全知悉这些逍遥时光。
Sutta Goswami was speaking the Srimad Bhagavatam to the sages in Naimisharanya.
Sutta Goswami 在乃弥沙然亚森林讲述了圣典博伽瓦坛。
The sages were headed, the leader of the sages was a person called Shonaka Rishi.
这些圣人的首领是 Shaunaka Rishi。
So Sutta Goswami said to these great sages, he said that, please understand that the transcendental pastimes of Lord Krishna are all eternal.
Sutta Goswami 说，请明白，主 Krishna 的超然逍遥是永恒的。
They're not ordinary talks about something in history.
他们不是普通历史事件的叙述。
So the topics of Krishna's pastimes are identical with Krishna himself, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
这些题旨和作为至尊性格神手的 Krishna 本人是相同的。
So anyone who hears such pastimes of the Lord is immediately freed from the contamination of material life.
谁聆听主这些逍遥的叙述，便立刻从物质存在的污染中解放出来。
And those who are pure devotees enjoy these talks. It's like nectar to their ears.
纯粹奉献者享受这些叙述，把它们当作耳朵可以喝饮的甘露。
So these talks about Lord Krishna's pastimes, these were spoken by people like Sukadeva Goswami, who was the son of Vyasadeva.
有关 Krishna 的消时光，是由 Vyasadeva 的儿子 Sukadeva Goswami 所讲述的。
And anyone who hears them, anyone who hears the topics of Krishna, as well as anyone who repeats them for the benefit of others, then they become Krishna conscious.
谁叙述这些消时光，或加以转述这些消时光，都成为有 Krishna 知觉的人。
Only the Krishna conscious persons can go back home, back to Godhead.
只有具有 Krishna 知觉的人，才有资格重返家园，回归守神。
So this is the end of chapter 85 about the return of the 6 dead sons of Devaki by Lord Krishna.
就此结束 Krishna 第85章，主 Krishna 送还 Devaki 6名死去的儿子。
All right. So I don't know, is there any questions today?
我们看看现在有没有问题？请问大家现在有没有问题？
We
Right
still-
now.
I could go on for another 10-15 minutes.
哦，男二说，我们还可以再讲10分钟或15分钟的时间，还有10分钟到15分钟时间。
We can
So-
begin chapter 86.
那我们就继续讲第86章。
Krishna visits Shrutadeva and Bahulashva.
标题是主 Krishna 造访 Shrutadeva 和 Bahulashva。
Shrutadeva,
I had a question on that. Sorry,
on what?
on the previous that we were talking.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, if I may, please.
Yeah?
Thank you. Good. I was wondering, normally, pure devotees are at the level of pure devotees. So even Devaki, but after Lord Krishna was back with her son, how come Gurudev, I don't understand, how come she was not completely satisfied? She was yet yearning for her other sons to be back, to suck milk from her breast. Wouldn't she be completely satisfied only by having Lord Krishna back? Isn't that how we are told it's supposed to be? So can you please explain this to me, Gurudev? I'm still a bit confused on this aspect.
Well, we could say that this is the work of Lila Shakti, the potency, Maya pastime potency, that Mother Devaki wants to show everyone the inconceivable power of Lord Krishna, how he can do things like bring back the 6 dead sons.
Sure. Yeah.
And because Devaki is a mother, and there's some influence of Maya, Yoga Maya there, that although she understands Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but still she's a mother and she has 6 sons, she wanted to see them.
马家记的问题就是说 Devaki 母亲她已经有 Krishna 做自己的儿子，难道还不满足吗？为什么她还要想要见到她那6个死去的儿子呢？说因为这个是主 Krishna 的 Lila Shakti， 逍遥时光的能量的Lila Shakti 的作用，使得就是主 Krishna 他 Devaki 也想就是要通过这个事件来彰显 Krishna 拥有不可思议的能量，他可以带回 Devaki 那6名死去的儿子。除此之外 Devaki 他作为一个母亲呢，他受到 Yoga Maya 的影响，即便 Krishna 是自尊性格神手，他也还是希望见到他那6名死去的儿子。
Yeah, we could say that in one sense she's a mother, and naturally she'll have affection for all of her sons.
因为 Devaki 她是一个母亲，自然而然的，她对所有的儿子都怀着母爱。
Yeah, you would say, oh, you should just be satisfied with Krishna, but yeah, but there were 6 sons born before Krishna, and she has some feeling for them, that they were her sons, and she wants to have some kind of she just wants to see them again, because they were just born and then they were killed by Kamsa. So she's thinking, I really want to see my sons.
马家记他可能就觉得，难道有 Krishna 的儿子还不满足吗？可是他还有6个儿子呀，他还想再见到他们，他们生下来就被康瑟所杀了，所以他就想再见这样的儿子。
I think it's quite reasonable. You have children, even if you have a child who's God. Yeah, it's very nice to have a child who's God, your son, but still you care about the other sons also. You don't want to be neglectful, because they're also part of God.
所以这种想法也是合情合理的。即便他已经有了一个儿子，他就是神本人，但是他还是关心别的儿子，他也不能忽略了那些儿子，他们也是神的所属部分。
And they had been cursed. This was the curse actually, that they would be killed by Kamsa. So then they're there in the Sutala Loka, but they're actually demigods. So the curse was over, and Lord Krishna arranged through Mother Devaki to deliver them so that they could go back to the heavenly planets.
而且他们是受到诅咒，就被康萨所杀，然后又去了 Sutala Loka。他们原本是半神，但现在这个诅咒已经到了结束的时间，所以 Krishna 就安排 Devaki 做出这种请求，使他们又回到天堂。
That sounds so really like a pastime Gurudev. So that means Mother Devaki definitely would have had such feelings taking place. So that
Mother Devaki definitely
would have such feelings taking place, because Lord Krishna wanted them to be liberated. So that means
they
would have had to have milk by Devaki. Do Govinda, Gurudev completely understood. Very clear now. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Gurudev.
给 Devaki Sachi 解除静音。
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, and dear devotees, Hare Krishna, Guru Mani Mataji. Thank you so much for your lecture. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj, I heard this statement in a lecture. We must find in devotional service what inspires us. Is that true? Because it is thought that we should be inspired only by what satisfies Krishna.
We should be inspired by what satisfies Krishna.
Yes, but I heard that we should find the devotional service what inspires us, or some features in devotional service, some moments, some items.
Yes, well, you should be inspired, to really work. You want to work for Krishna, there has to be some feeling there. You have to have that inspiration, otherwise you won't work very well.
Devaki Sachi 嘛，这个问题就是说，我听说呢，我们在饭服务当中一定要有一个动力，我们应该就只是被那个能够满足 Krishna 的这些项目所激励，而且我们应该找到我们在饭服当中激励我们的这些项目，说是的，你应该在这个饭服当中你就有感受，不然就不能很好的去服务工作。
Yeah, and that we have to have that inspiration. It's definitely important that you have to have that kind of an enthusiasm, that feeling that you want to go out there and do something, to feel that mood to want to really work for Krishna.
确实需要有热情，就是出去做事情，有那种要为 Krishna 做事的心态。
I don't think there's anything really wrong in saying that you have to be inspired. Yeah, if you're not inspired, you won't work very hard. You won't have that enthusiasm. You won't dedicate yourself. There has to be some inspiration there.
就是我们确实是需要一些激励的，一些被激励。You mean inspired by others or?
No, we have to be inspired to want to serve Krishna. Well, of course, you may get inspiration from others. Yes, and seeing the example of others can be a cause of inspiration.
就是我们可以从别人的这个榜样那里可以受到激励，要为 Krishna 去热情的做事，为 Krishna 而做奉爱。
Yeah, you see other people. You see, we hear about the great acharyas, and we're hearing about Lord Krishna. So it should be an inspiration for us. We should become, thinking, wow, so wonderful, we should also try to serve, or to want to dedicate ourselves fully to the service of Lord Krishna.
当我们看到别人的榜样，看到 Acharya 的榜样，看到 Krishna 的榜样，我们就觉得非常奇妙。我们也想努力的去服务，全然的奉爱。
You should want to give everything to Krishna.
我们想把一切都给 Krishna。
Just like we were hearing about Bali Maharaj, he gave everything away to Krishna.
就像我们刚才听到巴里王，他把一切都献给 Krishna 了。
And Krishna put him in Sutala Loka, in the lower region of the universe.
Krishna 却把他置于就宇宙的低等的苏塔拉星球。
But he didn't have any bitterness about it.
但是巴里王对此事呢，并没有耿耿于怀，内心没有丝毫的不满。
And when Krishna and Balaram came there, he was so happy to see them.
而且当 Krishna 和巴拉拉玛到来的时候，巴里王见了他们，喜出望外。
And when Krishna asked for the 6 sons, then Bali Maharaj immediately brought them and gave them.
当 Krishna 也索要6名死去的Devaki 的儿子的时候，巴里王立刻就带来了。
So Bali Maharaj was definitely inspired by Lord Krishna that he could dedicate everything to him.
毫无疑问，巴里王是受到 Krishna 的激励，这样他才能够为 Krishna 献出一切。
So it's really important that we should have somebody who inspires us. We should have our heroes, some people who, we really admire them, and they give us inspiration in our own devotional service.
我们需要受到某人的激励，某人就是我们心目中的英雄，我们特别的仰慕他们，然后他们就给了我们极大的动力。
Some people of course, I hope most of us will get inspired by Srila Prabhupada and Srila Prabhupada's dedication, his example.
当然，我希望我们大部分人都是受到 Srila Prabhupada 的激励，我们受到 Srila Prabhupada 的奉献，他的典范的激励。
And then we hear about great acharyas and the Goswamis and Lord Chaitanya. They inspire us.
当我们听到伟大的先辈灵性导师6Goswami和主Chaitanya的事迹的时候，我们也备受激励。
Has to be some inspiration. Something is the cause of inspiration to us. Otherwise, we won't want to dedicate ourselves to Krishna consciousness.
毫无疑问，一定会有一个令我们感到激励的原因，否则我们就不能下决心为 Krishna 而献出一切。
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Gurudev.
Okay.
I have one more question on the same topic. How do I find my own devotional service that suits me? Or it is not necessary to find one, but most important to do any kind of service?
How do you find your devotional service?
Yes, my own devotional service. What is
Well,
problem?
Yeah.
有 Devaki Sachi 他问说，我怎么找到适合我的奉献服务？还是说我可以做随便任何一件奉献服务都可以呢？
Well, you know what particular service inspires you. You know yourself. Just like when it comes to food, you know what you want to eat and what you don't want to eat.
你自己知道，哪个特定的服务最适合你，就像食物一样，哪个你想吃，哪个你不想吃。
So you know what inspires you. You know what you would like to do for Krishna. You know, sometimes you know you have an inspiration. Some people, they just want to dress the deities. They feel, oh, they just love to dress the deities. It gives them the greatest pleasure, the greatest satisfaction. And for other people, it can be distributing books.
就是你某一件事情就令你感到特别有动力，你就想为 Krishna 做这件事儿。有的人呢，他特别喜欢给神像穿衣服，他们就钟爱这件事情，令他们感到快乐和满足。还有人喜欢派书。
We're so inspired to. Some people, they want to just make flower arrangements and decorate the temple with beautiful flower vases and beautiful flower garlands for the deities.
还有的人喜欢用鲜花装饰庙宇，有的人就是还有人喜欢为神像穿花环。
So you know yourself what it is which really gives you pleasure in Krishna consciousness.
所以你自己清楚在 Krishna 世界之中哪些活动就令你感到非常开心。
You know, there's some devotees, they just love to do kirtan. You know, they're completely dedicated to kirtan. It's their life and soul. All they want to do is just sing and chant the holy name.
有的奉献者呢，就特别的沉浸于 kirtan， 他们就全身心的投入到 kirtan 当中，把它视为自己的生命和灵魂。
So they get inspired just by hearing about great kirtaniers.
他们就从聆听那些伟大的kirtanier 那些唱诵者那里得到动力。
Yeah, and people like, there were great devotees like Vakreshwara Pandit, who could sing and dance for 30 or more hours at a time.
有一位奉献者 Vakreshwara Pandit， 他可以连续30个小时唱歌跳舞。Padma 举手了。
Thank you so much, Gurudev. Hare Krishna.
我看到 Padma 举手了，可以给。
Hare Krishna, Gurudev, please accept my most humble obeisance at your lotus feet. All glory to Prabhupada. What I want to know, Gurudev, is this demigods for following, like for criticizing Lord Brahma, right? Because of that, they had to take birth as sons of Hiranyakashipu. But
Yes.
this wrong act of his daughter wasn't punished. Hare Krishna.
Your voice is not very clear, Padma.
Okay, good. Then I'll read again.
Did you?
What time is?
Did you hear?
Sorry.
Yeah, Lord Brahma. You were saying about Lord Brahma was chasing after his daughter, and the 6 demigods who were sons of Marichi. They were shocked and they were laughing and criticizing Lord Brahma.
Yes, yes. Because of that, they were punished and they had to take birth as Hiranyakashipu's sons, right?
Yeah, yes.
But for this Brahma's act, wasn't Brahma punished? Gurudev?
What?
Is it clear now?
Wasn't Brahma
Is it clear
what?
now, Gurudev?
Your voice
Wasn't
is
he punished? Gurudev, wasn't he punished? Brahma.
Was Brahma punished?
Yes. Wasn't he? He
You're
didn't get
you're
any
asking-
punishment?
Well, he did. He gave up
Yes.
his body. He gave up his body.
Brahma. Oh,
Yeah, he had realized his fault, and he gave up his body.
okay. Okay, that's what I was wondering, Gurudev. For such an act, others got punished.
Yeah.
So what happened to him?
Yes. He punished
Yes.
himself. He gave up his body.
他们妈
So
的
they-
这个
I was just going to tell, they took birth as the sons of Hiranyakashipu, and then when they were the
Yes.
sons of Hiranyakashipu, they were worshipping Brahma. They were worshipping Brahma. So Hiranyakashipu was angry at them for bypassing him. So Hiranyakashipu cursed them again that they would become the sons of Devaki and they would be killed by Kamsa.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Gurudev. It's very clear now. Hare Krishna.
这个问
Hare
题
Krishna.
问题是就是这个6个半神人他们批评了 Brahma， 那个 Brahma 有没有就受到惩罚 ？Brahma 他自己惩罚自己，他放弃了他的躯体，他意识到他的错误。后来这6个人他们成为 Hiranyakashipu 的儿子之后，他们崇拜 Brahma， 然后 Brahma 就Hiranyakashipu 很生气，认为他们超越了自己，就诅咒他们成为 Devaki 的儿子，被 Kamsa 所杀。
Okay. Any other questions there?
Yes， 看到这个是 Radhe Shyam 的问题。Radhe Shyam 对 Dasi 说：“顶拜 Gurudev 和奉献者，请问向 Krishna 祈祷，帮助我的家人也能早日变成奉献者，并且赐予他们无缘的仁慈，在物质世界今生今世也能为 Krishna 做更多的服务。这种想法是有私人动机吗？” Obeisance Gurudev and all devotees, may I ask that if I pray to Lord Krishna that to help my family members to become devotees earlier, and may Krishna bless them with causeless mercy so that in the material world, in this lifetime, they can do more service to Lord Krishna. Is this idea motivated, a selfish motivation?
Well, it becomes a little selfish because the sense is you're only thinking about your family members. You're not thinking about other people. The thought should be you want everyone to become devotee. But if you only think about your family members, it's selfish because the focus is just on your family, which is the extended self. You see, there's our own self, and then there's the extended self, which is the family members. So sometimes we want things for ourselves, and other times we want them for our family, which is a little bit more than ourselves. So it's selfish.
这是有点自私的，因为你只想着自己的家人，没有想到别人，希望每个人都成为奉献者，而是专注于自己的家人，因为自己的家人呢是比自己就是自我的扩展，自我首先是自我再扩展点就是我们的家人，所以家人他比我们的自我就是扩展一点点。
The family members are the most difficult people to try to take to Krishna consciousness.
家庭成员是最难接受 Krishna 知觉的。
It's very difficult to try to bring in the family members because the family are in the bodily conception of life. And they see you as one of the family. They don't see you as a teacher.
就把家人带到 Krishna 知觉是一件艰难的工作，因为他们都处在躯体化的生命概念当中，他们也把你看作是他们的家人，不把你看作是他们的老师。
Anyway, you know, I mean, if you think about giving Krishna consciousness, we should think about giving Krishna consciousness everywhere, not just limited to our family.
无论如何，如果你想把 Krishna 知觉给予别人的话，那你应该是这样想，把 Krishna 知觉给予每一个人，而不仅限于你的家人。
Okay.
There are no more questions.
Okay, so then we'll stop here tonight.
那我们今天晚上就讲到这里。
Well, our thanks, Woman Ganshia Gurumani, Ganshia Soyda Functionza, Lingti, Ganshinan Dawinti, Woman Jufuniman, Wan An, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj. Srila Bhaktivedanta Narasimha Maharaj ki jai, Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. 谢谢帕特穆基的主持，谢谢奉献者。
Jai, Padmamukhi ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.
Jai.